Have you ever walked across a bridge and wondered what secrets lie beneath it? In Willow Falls, that landmark bridge everyone loved held the key to a mystery that would shatter this small town forever. When Detective Mia Harper found Emily Sanders' journal in her locker, filled with coded symbols and names, she thought she was dealing with a teenage runaway. But the grainy burner phone video time-stamped 7:16 p.m. revealed something terrifying. Emily knew she was being hunted. Harper's gut twisted when she realized this wasn't a simple runaway case. The footprints at the Sanders porch leading into the woods told a different story.
Subscribe now and turn on notifications to never miss a story.
Something had happened in this quiet town that no one wanted to talk about. Detective Harper pushed open the heavy metal door leading to the basement corridor under the high school gym entrance. The basement smelled of chlorine and sweat, echoing with dripping pipes. She expected to find the usual forgotten items, maybe some old equipment or cleaning supplies, nothing that would help solve Emily Sanders' disappearance. The corridor felt cold and empty. Harper walked past storage rooms and maintenance areas, her eyes scanning every corner. She was looking for locker 117, where a tip had suggested she might find something important. The fluorescent lights flickered overhead as she counted the numbers on each locker. Then she saw it. A black duffel bag sat wedged behind locker 117, almost hidden from view. Harper's heart stopped. The bag looked worn and dirty, completely out of place in the basement corridor. She pulled on her latex gloves and approached it carefully. Something about the way it sat there made her instincts scream. Harper knelt down and unzipped the bag slowly. Inside, she found a pair of sneakers caked with thick mud. The dirt was still damp, as if someone had been walking through the woods recently. She lifted the shoes carefully. They were size 11, but Emily wore size 9. These belonged to someone else entirely. Underneath the sneakers, Harper found a gray sweatshirt with mud caked into the fabric. She picked it up and examined it closely. The material was heavy with dried dirt and debris, as if it had been dragged through the forest floor. Her hands started to shake slightly as she folded the sweatshirt back. That's when she noticed the small pocket hidden inside the bag's lining. Harper's fingers found the zipper and pulled it open. Inside was a burner phone, the kind people used when they didn't want to be tracked. The screen was cracked, but still working. Her breath caught in her throat when she pressed the power button. The phone flickered to life, showing a single video file saved on the device. Harper stared at the screen, her heart pounding. Devin Lee would need to extract this properly, but she could see the timestamp. 2 nights before Emily disappeared. This wasn't just evidence from a missing person case. This was a message from someone who knew they were in deadly danger. Harper rushed back to the police station with the burner phone clutched in her hand. She cleared the room and connected the device to the department's tech equipment. The screen flickered and loaded slowly. Her heart pounded as she pressed play. Emily's face appeared on the small screen. This wasn't the smiling girl from the missing person photos that had been plastered all over town. Emily's eyes darted nervously around the room. Her face looked pale and drawn. Fear radiated from every pixel of the grainy video. "You find this, please look for the ones who came before. It's not just me." Emily's voice came through, overlaid with static. She held up a small notebook filled with handwritten names and dates. She had been documenting everything she discovered about previous disappearances across the state. "There's a pattern," Emily continued, glancing over her shoulder. "The old Crescent Mill is where it all connects. I found newspaper clippings from other towns. Girls who looked just like us. Same age, same hair color, same everything." Emily's hands shook as she turned the notebook pages toward the camera. Harper couldn't believe what she was hearing. Emily had uncovered something much bigger than a single missing person case. She had discovered a predator who was hunting teenage girls across multiple jurisdictions. Devin had already cracked part of the code in Emily's journal, validating the names of girls who came before. "I tried to tell someone, but they wouldn't listen," Emily whispered. "They said I was being dramatic, but I know someone's been watching me, following me home from school. I can feel it." Emily kept looking over her shoulder, as if someone might discover her recording at any moment. The video suddenly cut to black. Harper heard the sound of footsteps approaching, then nothing. Emily had heard someone coming and stopped recording. The silence that followed left Harper with more questions than answers. Emily's final recording revealed a truth that made Harper's blood run cold. There was a predator hunting teens, and Emily had figured it out too late to save herself. But someone in this town knew more than they were saying. Harper needed to find out who was keeping these deadly secrets. Harper walked through the empty school hallways toward the medical office. Her footsteps echoed off the lockers as she thought about Emily's terrifying video message. The school nurse, Sarah Jensen, had been working here for 15 years. If anyone knew what was happening to the students, it would be her. Harper knocked on the medical office door and heard a chair scrape across the floor inside. Sarah opened the door slowly, her face pale and drawn. The moment Harper mentioned Emily's name, Sarah's hand started to shake. She gripped the doorframe tightly, her knuckles turning white. "I need to ask you about Emily Sanders," Harper said, watching Sarah's reaction carefully. The nurse's eyes darted toward the hallway as if she expected someone to appear at any moment. Sarah stepped back and let Harper into the small office, but she kept glancing toward the door. "I was scared," Sarah whispered, her voice barely audible. "Someone threatened me." Harper noticed how Sarah avoided making eye contact. The nurse kept wringing her hands and looking over her shoulder. Harper's attention shifted to the computer monitor on Sarah's desk. The security footage system showed a gap in the recordings. "Sarah, what happened to the footage from that day?" Harper asked. Sarah's face crumpled and tears started streaming down her cheeks. "They made me delete it," Sarah said, her whole body beginning to shake. 40 minutes of footage. They said they'd hurt my family if I didn't." Harper felt a chill run down her spine. Someone had been threatening the school nurse to keep her quiet about what she witnessed. Sarah wiped her eyes and took a shaky breath. "I saw Emily in the parking lot the day before she disappeared. She was talking to someone by the trees, a woman with dark hair who walked with a limp." Sarah paused, remembering. Emily's eyes looked afraid of something but not someone, like she was confused more than scared. Harper's heart stopped. This was the breakthrough she needed. But Sarah wasn't finished talking. She opened her desk drawer and pulled out a small notebook. "I've been keeping track of students who came to me with injuries they couldn't explain. Scratches, bruises, cuts on their arms." Sarah flipped through the pages, showing Harper dozens of entries. Different kids, but they all reported feeling followed after school. Some said they saw a woman limping near the bus stop. The pattern was clear now. Several teens had been stalked before Emily vanished. The evidence was mounting, but the limping woman remained a shadow in the darkness. Harper stared at the evidence spread across her desk. Sarah's note pointed directly to the tunnels under Crescent Mill. Emily's notebook contained names from towns across 3 states. Girls who looked identical. Same age, same features, same desperate fear in their final days. Devin Lee's tech analysis had uncovered a crucial slip in the burner phone footage. "Meet at the old Crescent Mill." Harper felt the pieces clicking together. This predator had been hunting for years, moving from town to town, leaving broken families in her wake. The beloved bridge that once brought the community together now stood as a monument to their shattered trust. "This is how it happens. A single piece falls into place," Harper said to herself. The tunnels under Crescent Mill held the answers she needed. If you know anything about the Crescent Mill tunnels or have tips about this case, please share them in the comments below.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more exciting content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.